Okay, we'll continue on next week, going into deeper detail and moving forward with this whole
I
package.
just want to make one comment real quick, Paul.
Yeah.
Hey, so the thing that really has been successful for me is the introduction to what you said. It's like, hey, my mission statement is to help not only help you, but my families, our families too. When I preface it that way, they are more open to talking about it, way more. It shows that you care. And that has, if I go in, if I don't preference that, it, they don't, they feel like maybe I'm trying to sell them to some degree, but when I preference it that way, they're more open to talking about their family a little bit more. Now, everybody's personality is a little bit different, but that's what I want. I want to help as many families as possible. And so they see that, and it's should I am I a black belt at it? No, but I will say just opening and doing it. My God, I tell you what, they open up and they will talk about it. And I tell you what, I've had more people this month than my whole entire career refer their family members than any other time in my career.
How many, roughly this month, how many, now that's what we call a proactive referral. In other words, you knew what to say, and because you knew what to say, you got new patients. When, in other words, if you hadn't said anything, they would not have come in.
Yeah,
How many of
half of
those
my
have you gotten?
about 15 patients this month.
15. And prior to learning this, you got none.
I was getting on a good month 15 new patients alone
Yeah. But
between
that
two doctors.
yeah, that wasn't proactive. That was
No,
just
that was all passive. That was all
passive.
passive. Yeah,
So you personally,
yeah,
knowing this dialogue, this
yeah,
system, created 15 new patients this month.
yeah. Correct.
And none of them were looking to go to a chiropractor prior to you.
Weren't even looking for it.
Right. That's what I keep talking about with educational sales. That's the 92. In other words, the 15 patients you got, that's the 92% of the people that were not looking for a chiropractor but had a chiropractic problem. But because you knew what to say, you knew how to engage them, you knew what to say, you knew how to establish need, you know how to minimize the obstacle of money and time, and you know how to book them, you just got 15 more new patients. Is that pretty much what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Now it gets even better than that because you learned how to keep patients 6, 8 months ago. So you learned patient education, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So not only did you get them, but now you dump them into his patient education system and he knows how to keep them. That's why Dr. Trevor, in in a real short time period, like what, in 3 months, he now is seeing over 200 visits a week. He's seeing 20, he had 29 new patients this month. That's more new patients than he physically can handle. Dr. Trevor needs an associate doctor right now. He's looking to hire an associate doctor right now because he applied to patient retention, then he applied to the educational sales marketing, knowing how to create patients, and it creates more patient visits than he physically can handle. Is that a true statement, Dr. Trevor?
Yeah, I'm exhausted, but that's good.
Right, right. Yeah, the total income. I mean, when you started with me, you were seeing 70 visits a week. Now you're up to 200 plus. But what's most important out of that, you not only know how to keep them, but now you know how to get new patients who are not looking for a chiropractor. And remember, that market is way bigger than 8% looking for a chiropractor. That's 68% of the market, where only 8% of the people are looking for a chiropractor. That's why you have to know educational sales. You got to know exactly what to say and how to say it. There's a tremendous amount. So that's where Dr. Trevor's at now. Now he's mastered keeping patients. He's mastered getting patients more than he physically can handle. So what's the next step? Associate doctor. That's the next, that's where he's at right now. Anything you'd like to add to that?
No, it's exciting. I'm not gonna lie, it's exciting.
Yeah.